Let's stay with the story because Zimbabwean opposition leader Nelson Chamisa is just hours away from holding his penultimate rally in Bulawayo. He's back in the city where he launched his party's manifesto earlier this month. Chamisa is contesting the incumbent, President Emmerson Mnangagwa, for a second time. Newzroom Africa's Audrey Chimwanda is part of our team watching this rally, and she joins us now live from Bulawayo. And Audrey, paint the picture for us around how much support Nelson Chamisa seems to be able to get in a context where, by the way, this election has been described as historic, this one-year-old party taking on a ZANU-PF.
I can confirm that Bulawayo, as a province on its own, is actually an opposition stronghold, and this has been the case since before Chamisa was the leader of the opposition party, way back to when Morgan Tsvangirai was alive and leading the MDCT party. And that momentum seems to have carried through the leader now, Nelson Chamisa, and I think he has gained off of those gains actually from the previous leader. I just want to show you around as we're at the White City Stadium, a very historic stadium here in Bulawayo, where his supporters have gathered, anticipating their leader to come and address them. We saw people starting to trickle in from as early as 9 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, there are people from different walks of life, the elders, different demographics as well. The CCC party, of course, is known as a party that appeals more to the youth, and I think you can witness that from the people that we're seeing today. They're hoping to hear from their leader how he intends to turn the fortunes of this country around. If we go back to his manifesto that he once again launched in the city, as he said he wouldn't launch it in Harare, as he tries to make sure that, you know, the centrality of power is not only in Harare but is devolved to other parts of the country, particularly here in Bulawayo. He says that he wants to reunite the country as it comes off as a very polarized nation between the ruling party supporters and the opposition. And they also want to know how the economy will be turned around. This is a major issue from a lot of citizens here. When you speak to them, they tell you that they want their bread and butter issues resolved. That is their main issue. They want to see their kids go to school. I want to take an opportunity to see if I can speak to one of the supporters that are gathered here and try to understand from them exactly what they want to hear from the leader outside of what he actually articulated in his manifesto when he launched it here. You are waiting for your leader today. What are you hoping he says to you?
Njengathi thina abanye ngama-civil servants, but we are getting nothing. We are aiming for change like yesterday.
Thank you so much. Yes, there you have it, Ayanda. They are saying that they are waiting for change. They want change, and that's what they want to hear from their leader today. There's a number of people that are still trickling in, as you can see. There are people that are in the stands. Like I said, this capacity of the stadium, I think it's about 30,000 people. They are expecting other people to also come into the overflow. Once again, like I said, this is a strong opposition city, so to speak. So they're expecting quite a number of people to come. We do expect the leader himself to probably come in around 12 o'clock and address his supporters throughout the day.
You know, there are multiple stories to be told about the Zimbabwean elections this year. Among them is concerns around just how much of media freedom actually exists in the country. What's your assessment from the experience you've had there so far about how freely you're able to tell the Zimbabwean story, both the good, the bad, and possibly the ugly?
And that's a very interesting question, Ayanda, because a lot of people really have been curious to see how this election will be covered. From our personal experience as Newzroom Afrika reporters, we went through customs and security without incident, but of course we had done our due diligence in terms of getting all the paperwork correct, the accreditation, the clearance of the equipment that we're literally using at the moment to broadcast and bring you this live coverage action of this election. So we did not have any issues. That is our experience. I've been speaking to my other colleagues from other media houses, and their stories seem to be the same. But of course, you know, other people's experience could be different. But we've been able to do our job as journalists, report freely, fairly, and in a way that we think upholds our merits as journalists, and we've had no problem at all. My colleague, Richard again, is showing you some of the visuals that are coming from the young ones who are part of this party, who came to support this rally. This has been the scenes that we've been witnessing throughout the morning. Quite jubilation coming from this party supporters that are hoping that there is change, like they said. There is change come Zimbabwe 2023 after August the 23rd.
All right, Audrey Chimwanda, part of our team there, watching developments from Bulawayo. That's where Nelson Chamisa is expected to host his penultimate rally in the lead-up to the elections in that country. Historic, as some people describe them.